It's been 1 year since Deanna Gonzalez died on campus. Students and faculty hold a vigil in her honor. We have the details.
And the man suspected of her murder is on the loose. We'll tell you how you can help catch him.
Also, what have City College campus police done to improve security since Deanna's death? Find out the changes.
Plus, police crack down on the Occupy San Diego protest. We'll have the very latest. Newscene starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to this special edition of Newscene. I'm Phoebe O.
And I'm Laura Kaplan-Nieto. Thank you for joining us.
Tonight we pay special tribute to slain City College student Deanna Gonzalez.
The teenager was killed on this campus 1 year ago at the hands of her estranged husband.
This week, special events were held on campus to honor her memory and bring awareness to the issue of domestic violence. On Wednesday, students and faculty gathered for a candlelight vigil to remember the mark Deanna Gonzalez left behind.
Over 50 people were in attendance for the vigil, including Deanna's family. Her cousin spoke on behalf of the Gonzalez family to thank everyone for keeping Deanna's memory alive.
For us, this campus, October 12th, and our family will never be the same. Yet in the midst of all this pain, we find courage and strength to continue moving forward.
Students and faculty spoke about the teenager's life that ended too soon.
I was actually walking to school, coming to the D building, getting ready for my morning class. It was midterm that morning, and I just remember seeing the buildings tape off, all the police surrounding them, and I had actually no idea what had gone on. I walked into class and I heard the event that happened, and I was blown away, literally. I bursted into tears. It really hurt to know something like that could happen in such a beautiful place and such a secure place that you think.
So Deanna lives on in the work that people are doing to help end these cycles of violence. Deanna lives on in her daughter. Deanna lives on in the way that I'm raising my son to be a good man.
A mother who was also a first semester student brought her entire family to the vigil to help inform her own children about family values.
And the effect that domestic violence can have on the community and on a family. So for my son, it's important for me to continue to teach him that this is not how you behave, that there's a way to treat a woman. And for my daughters, it's important for them to know how to be treated by a man. And so I wanted to honor her memory and also just to remind everyone that she's not forgotten, and what happens to her could have happened to any one of us.
With photojournalist Mark Ruiz and Dejanay Holmes, Newscene.
City College professor Larissa Dorman organized a candlelight vigil. She's a close friend of the Gonzalez family.
It was just 1 year ago this week that the peaceful atmosphere of San Diego City College was shattered by Deanna's murder. Alice Kim looks back at what happened that night.
The co-ed's body was discovered in a men's bathroom of the M building by another student just after 10 p.m.
When he went inside the bathroom, he noticed a body of a person. He did not know at that time if it was a man or a woman on the floor. That prompted him to run outside, and he notified a teacher who in turn called 911.
Investigators are being tight-lipped about the exact details of the apparent homicide. But according to published reports, the victim was beaten beyond recognition.
We have sealed the autopsy, and by that I mean there will be no discussion of any injury or injuries that Diana suffered. And the reason we do that is to ensure that the only people who know what happened to her are the detectives who were on the scene, the personnel from the medical examiner's office, and the person who did it.
It's believed Deanna Gonzalez was scheduled to attend a chemistry class that ends around 9:30 p.m. Diana's parents, already concerned about their daughter's well-being, waited in a campus parking lot near her classroom. But she never arrived. What exactly happened to Diana before her body was discovered remains unclear.
But we have no reports of a struggle or anybody screaming or anything like that. There were some items that were recovered around Diana's body in the bathroom, as well as some items that we took a distance away from the bathroom. And I think, as most people know, we recovered an item of clothing kind of in the quad area in the middle, and we recovered some items from a trash can that was not particularly close to the end building. We don't know if the items that are from the trash can belong to Diana. However, to be careful, we did take those, and we'll try to piece together whether they were hers or not.
Authorities are hoping to find Gonzalez's estranged husband, Armando Gabriel Perez, as a person of interest.
We are looking for him. We obviously would like to know where he was on the evening of and have him account for his whereabouts.
In the meantime, investigators will continue to question possible witnesses, hoping somebody saw or heard something which will help put a campus community back at ease.
We're in the process of investigating everything that we can about Diana's life, including her relationship, her home life, her school life, her financial life, as we would do with any other victim.
With photojournalist Jim Smith, I'm Alice Kim, Newscene.
The family seeks justice for Deanna as the investigation goes on.
Police continue their search for her estranged husband, Armando Perez, who is the prime suspect in the murder. Ashley Sanchez has that part of the story.
In 2009, 37-year-old Armando Perez was charged with beating his previous wife, Olga Vera Perez. The charges were eventually dismissed, but his violent behavior did not end. Armando became abusive again shortly after marrying his second wife, 19-year-old Deanna Gonzalez.
I became aware of it about a week before. We had heard that a student had come into our police station, which was the old T building on campus, and reported that, actually it was her family reported for her that she was being harassed by her ex-husband.
Gonzalez filed a restraining order against her husband for battery, kidnap, and rape in September 2010. Armando was found in South San Diego a week later. Police knew what Perez was driving and that he was trying to flee into Mexico. They caught and arrested him at a gas station near the border here in Imperial Beach. But he wasn't in custody for long. He was released because the district attorney claimed there was not enough evidence to go on with the case. Campus police say they don't know why the DA released Perez, but there are cracks in the court system that some criminals slip through. Shortly after Armando's release, Deanna Gonzalez was murdered inside a men's bathroom here on campus. Armando is believed to have fled to Tijuana, Mexico, and the U.S. Marshals are still searching for him.
Constantly behind him, we have a team of deputy marshals that are assigned solely to this case and are working with the San Diego Police Department, who has also a team of detectives that are working on this case. So we continue to share information. We do believe that he's in Mexico, in the Tijuana area, and we're going to continue looking for him. He's a very violent individual, so he is armed and dangerous.
Crime Stoppers is offering a reward of up to $1,000 for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the suspect. With photojournalist Adam Perez, I'm Ashley Sanchez, Newscene.
Armando Perez is the only suspect in the death of Deanna Gonzalez. The San Diego Police Department is working with Mexican authorities to help capture Perez. And after the break, domestic violence is on the rise in San Diego. We'll show you where victims of abusive relationships can get help.